You! What the hell are you doing here?
Hello and welcome back to First Time Watching. This is your host, Nate. Today I'm reacting to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 20. We're here, we're now almost 2/3 of the way into this show, which is 64 episodes long. So, yeah, I don't want to waste any time. Just make sure you smash that subscribe, smash the like. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get right into the episode. No wasting time. Oh!
Hello, Edward. You appear to have grown some.
They're talking!
You tried human transmutation.
Oh, wow.
What makes you think you can show up like this? There's nothing left for you here anymore.
I noticed. Tell me, Edward.
Burn the house down.
What possessed you to burn down my home?
We did it as a symbol of our resolve.
No, you didn't. You were hiding the memory.
That's kind of what I
want to
thought
be reminded
originally.
of what you've done.
I'm pretty sure I said that in my reaction.
It's just like a child who hides the sheets after he wets the bed. You ran away, and you know it.
Man, why are you talking down to our boy like this?
You make me sick to my stomach.
He's exactly like I was when I was his age.
Wait, what the hell? I didn't think he would. Seems that he does regret it a little bit. He has fond memories. Oh, Ed was awake.
You look exactly the same.
Wow, he really does. What the hell?
Where have you been all this time? Why didn't you come back sooner?
The life form my son's transmuted. Are you positive that it was Trisha?
Huh?
What the fuck?
It didn't even look human to me. So I wouldn't think of it as...
No, that's not what I'm asking. Did you notice the eye color? Or the hair color?
Oh, God.
Are you telling me that that wasn't even Trisha? You're saying that thing they created wasn't even their mother?
Oh, God.
That's so cool. So you really are immortal then, huh?
No,
I'm not.
Exactly.
Barry mentioned something, and it made me realize that any type of body is incompatible with a foreign soul. The body will eventually reject it. It could happen tomorrow, or 10 years from now, but it's inevitable that it will.
Well, you're impervious to pain, and you don't have to eat. It sounds like a great deal to me.
No, it isn't! You don't know what you're talking about!
I'm glad that Winry gets mad for him.
You have to give my brother his body back! He's the only family I have! I won't let you take it!
Take it? Do you even know what you're saying?
You and I are exactly the same.
No.
Accept it, Edward.
No.
Monsters.
Why did you leave me here like
Ooh. God, the nightmares.
Do you mind if I keep it? It's the only photo we had taken with all four of us.
Of course, you're welcome to it.
Thank you. Something terrible is going to happen in this country soon. You should escape while you can.
And I can't leave. I've got other people who need me here in case they want to come home.
It's too bad I won't get to enjoy your cooking anymore.
Why not? What a strange man. Are they gonna dig up? Don't tell me. Oh boy. They're going through the debris.
You're not really gonna dig it up, are you, Ed?
Are you gonna dig up the homunculus?
Why don't we go back?
No. My stumps are aching from the weather. It's about to rain. Let's just hurry and do this.
Oh god.
Ed!
No. I'm not gonna be able to move forward until I know for sure.
Hohenheim just comes in and fucking says some things willy-nilly. You can see this is traumatizing for him. Oh.
Granny, Mom's hair was a light chestnut color. This is
Black.
black.
And his pelvis? Pretty sure it's male.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid this isn't your mother, Ed.
It really is impossible to bring the dead back to life. It was impossible all along. From the moment I made this thing, it's been a symbol of my despair. But not anymore. Now it's an emblem of hope. Al can be returned to normal.
Curtis residence.
I need to ask you something, teacher. It has to do with when you tried to transmute your baby.
Oh, God, here we go.
What about it, Ed?
The thing is, what Al and I transmuted, it wasn't actually our mother.
What are you trying to tell me?
I'm sorry to ask you this, but the child you transmuted, are you sure that it was your child that you brought back?
How would you even know? Oh, God. Maybe she did know somehow. Just subconsciously.
It's good to know my son and his wife helped people.
Oh, true. You got to tell Granny. Oh, that's nice.
Ah! What's wrong with me? I can't believe I forgot to give him the message.
Oh? Message?
A last request from your mother.
Oh.
I'll be gone when he returns. I couldn't keep my promise. I died before he did. And I'm so sorry.
Promise? What promise?
You got me. Heading back to Central already, are you?
Yeah, Al's probably mad at me. How are you this beat up? Ah! And you! What the hell are you doing here?
That voice. I haven't heard that for a long time.
I'm gonna have to extend what little you have left of your armor. I've got to tell you something. I dug
It's
up the
all
body
good.
that we transmuted in Resenbul. I found out that the thing we buried wasn't really our mother.
But hold on a minute. Then that means... But if it wasn't, then what happened to me?
That's just it. This has actually convinced me we can return you to normal.
Ed, are you sure?
Yeah. Well, Winry, do you remember when Al and I got in a fight when we were kids about who'd marry you?
Mm-hmm. Turned you both down.
Whatever. So the question's for both of you then. What was your reasening?
I just don't like men who are shorter than me.
You can't judge a man for something he can't help! Al had a memory of something I don't recall. And you seem to clearly remember it the same way, Winry. Which means that it happened without a doubt. Then we also know for a fact that really is Al bonded in there. If I was able to pull that much of you out, then I've got a hunch that your body's still in there and I can pull it out.
Like Barry's body.
Yeah.
What did you see? Try to think back. Can you remember what happened when the truth unraveled you?
I reached out. And it was me. It was my hand I grabbed.
I knew it. Doesn't look like we're done with the truth yet, Al. We're gonna get in there and pull your body out.
I remember looking at you from inside that thing. The thing we thought was Mom.
You were inside of it? That thing was you?
I guess so. It must have rejected me right away. So that means we didn't harm anyone else's soul after all.
Oh, that's nice, at least.
The child that I transmuted, it didn't have a single physical trait that could have come from us. You're onto something, aren't you?
Yes. I've come to the conclusion that death is permanent.
Not even transmutation can change that fact.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I must have missed something, but it was impossible to do in the first place.
Yep, that's what they both thought.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. You just gave her some really well-needed closure, my dude.
This entire time, I've been blaming myself for what happened. I thought it was me. I thought I was the one who killed Mom a second time.
No.
And so did I. Well,
Thanks, brother. Thank you. I wasn't the one who killed Mom after all.
Izumi.
I feel like I've been brought back to life.
Yeah.
Our child wasn't made to suffer twice.
Exactly. That's what I thought. She didn't bring it back only to have to die a second time.
Brother, I've met other people who weren't exactly human, but they still managed to live their lives with a purpose. And even in this body, it hasn't stopped other people from treating me like I'm still human.
Yeah.
But it's the same with being human. You never know when you might get sick or die in an accident.
Exactly.
So I can still get by like this. And that's how I've managed to keep going. But now, I can't take it anymore. I can't take all the nights by myself. It's too lonely. And that's why I have to get back to normal.
Sure, and you're going to. And then we're gonna pull your body right out of that place!
Yeah!
That's weird. Have his shoulders always been so broad?
Well, I'm kind of glad. That was a nice change of pace episode. There was no crazy cliffhanger that I have to worry about freaking waiting another week to find out about, so that was a nice place to stop. Episode 20. Oh gosh. Right. So, that episode started off really like I had no idea what they were going to find, so Ed overheard that conversation that his dad had at the dinner table where he said that it was possible that what they transmuted wasn't even their mother. And, well, turns out they dug him up, I mean, in the rain. It must have taken forever. I'm so glad that Granny didn't get sick or anything, because I noticed that in anime there's the curse of the being out in the rain causing you to get sick immediately, which isn't really how it works, but anyway. So yeah, they dug up the transmuted thing, and it turns out that it was some strange man, a man with black hair, just from the length of the bones and the, the pelvis bone appearing to be a man's anyway. I wasn't sure how the hair theory would hold up, because I'm not sure what happens to old hair, like whether or not it loses its color or even stays around long, but whatever, that's what they decided. They said that it wasn't his mother, and then he was able to translate that and then give that sort of relief to his teacher, which I thought was really nice. I was kind of worried when he first called her and she sort of hung up on him, but yeah, it turned out really well. I'm super glad, and she thanked him, which was really nice. She didn't tell him why, but we heard why, which is awesome. This whole thing with Al, how he says that at any point his body could reject him, I'm not really buying all that. I think that that's just another sort of... It kind of just feels like something to keep us on our toes, but I think that Al being in that suit is too sort of... How can I put it? It's too integral, not to the story or the plot. Like, I mean, it is part of the plot and story, but that suit of his is like an icon. I don't think that they're just gonna kill his suit off in the next 10 episodes and, like, you know, make him wear another suit. I just cannot see that happening. And also, I really cannot see either of the two Elric brothers dying. In this whole show, I think, you know, maybe Ed might do a sacrifice play, but I can't see either of them dying. I can see, like, I'm talking about long game, like, towards the end of the show. Like, this isn't this type. Like, we're only episode 20 right now. There's still 44 episodes to go, which is, like, that's a huge amount of episodes. I almost feel like I wasn't prepared for how many goddamn episodes there were in this show, but Either way, putting that aside, the way that Al is going on about, oh, you know, like, at any point in time, this thing will reject me. I don't see that happening. Unless they pull a twist on us where, like, he gets his body back early in the show. But I also don't see that happening. I feel like them getting their bodies back is endgame. That's like on par with beating the Ouroboros people. You know, I don't see them getting their bodies back until the Ouroboros people are defeated. But I may be wrong on that. I'm just throwing things out there, going out on limbs as I do. But yeah, I'm trying to just recall what else happened in this episode. Not all that much went down. I'm glad that Ed was able to let Granny know that her son and daughter, you know, what they did for the Ishvalan people. That was a nice bit of closure. I also would have liked to have Winry know. That may be next episode, but he hasn't told Winry about her parents yet. She already kind of knew, but she doesn't know that their parents were killed by an Ishvalan, though. She didn't know how they died, I don't think. She just knew they died in the war. Let's see, anything else? Anything else worth mentioning? I mean, Ling is still waiting to figure out the truth behind how he can learn immortality. They were just hanging out under the staircase. So I'm sure he'll come back into play soon. They're just putting him to the side while they unravel all these little, you know, plot developments and tying off some loose ends. Hohenheim's gone off to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Apparently there was some promise between Trisha and Hohenheim that she was unable to fulfill because she died before him. I think that is just about it for that episode. I don't know why, but my brain is so racked from last episode. Like, I watched them back to back. I just feel like my brain is burnt out today, and I just cannot remember much else. But yeah, this was a pretty tame episode. Mostly just Ed coming to grips with things. But yeah, it seems they have a new reinvigorated passion for getting their bodies back now, because Ed knows that it's possible, and Al is sick of sort of just saying that, oh, I can deal with it. He wants his body back. They're ready to go on to the next lead, I assume, which God knows what the next lead is. I mean, right now I'd love to know what's going on with Roy and Havoc and stuff. They didn't say squat about them this episode, so we don't know. I'm hoping that they're in hospital right now recovering, but we'll probably find out in future episodes. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this. We are still going to be coming out all the way until the end of this series. Drop your comments. Anything you want to say, please do. Make sure you subscribe and like. Really appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.